bittersweet diary. Valeria had always believed she was the ultimate prize. Stunning, educated, successful, every man's fantasy, every woman's envy. She strutted through life with her head high, convinced that everyone admired her, that every glance was reverence and every smile desire. At parties, she laughed louder than anyone else, letting men lean in, sure that they were falling for her charm. At work, she dressed impeccably, made witty remarks, and assumed that colleagues hung on her every word. Even Daniel, who ignored her completely, she told herself would eventually bow to her. In her mind, she was untouchable. The world revolved around her beauty, her intelligence, her success. But the world didn't notice. Daniel didn't care. The men she imagined were enchanted by her hardly gave her a second glance. At work, people avoided her arrogance, exchanged glances behind her back, but never challenged her simply because they didn't care enough to. Yet, Valeria never saw it. She walked through cafes imagining admirers secretly staring, whispering that she was the envy of every room, believing that friends are gossiping endlessly about her charm. One day, she posted a picture online, convinced it would make hearts flutter. The likes trickled in slowly. Comments were few, lukewarm, and completely ordinary. Valeria frowned. They must be playing hard to get, she thought. They can't resist me, they're just intimidated. At a company event, Daniel stood across the room, talking with a quiet, ordinary colleague named Clara. Valeria's chest tightened. I'll make him notice me, she told herself, sashaying closer. She smiled, leaned in, whispered a joke, flicked her hair just so. Daniel barely glanced at her. Funny, she muttered. He's just pretending. Everyone's pretending. Soon they'll all realize who's really in charge. The truth, however, was undeniable. Clara got the compliments. Clara received the invitations. Clara was the one people remembered. Valeria was invisible, a background character in the story she imagined she was writing. Her phone notifications were silent. The inbox empty. The world moved on. Men she had assumed were captivated ignored her. Colleagues who once admired her avoided her. Even Daniel seemed drawn to Clara effortlessly. Valeria, proud and delusional, refused to see it. She told herself everyone still worshipped her. Yet the reality hit harder with every empty glance, every ignored message, every invitation she didn't receive. She'd tried to fight it in the only way she knew, by amplifying her presence. She wore brighter colors, laughed louder, and spoke sharper. But no one responded. The charm she had wielded so effortlessly was powerless now. It didn't reach anyone. People moved past her, oblivious, as if she were a ghost trying to shine in a world that had no interest in light. Late at night, Valeria would sit before the mirror, adjusting her hair and makeup, reciting affirmations about her beauty and power. She told herself she was still admired, still desired, still the queen. But even in the quiet hours, when the room held only her reflection, a tiny doubt began to fester, a whisper she refused to acknowledge. The throne she imagined she commanded had never belonged to her. Her kingdom of admiration, attention, and power crumbled. And for the first time, Valeria wasn't untouchable. She was alone, invisible, replaced, and irrelevant. And yet she kept walking through life as if nothing had changed, still proud, still delusional, still believing she was the queen. But the throne she imagined for herself had long been taken. Thanks for watching. If you liked the story, hit the subscribe button and see you in our next video. Bye!